guess let's go over. You guys have played CounterStrike before. So, do you know like basic? Boxes and stuff like that. Let me have you guys do this. Hit M, and then choose spectate. Oh. 007.
What?
Hit M and then choose spectate. And then I'll have you guys put my screen on, and I'll just go over some basic like movement stuff. Not jumping movement stuff, but more like how to take corners and stuff like that. I don't. Some people have their crouch set to toggle, but I don't like it. Alright, so basic movement stuff is... That's fun. Yeah. Basic movement stuff is basically, you always want your crosshair to be where you think an enemy's going to be coming out when you're taking a corner or whatever. So, when you're coming down, say you're trying to clear this hallway, you want your crosshair basically stuck to just the edge of the wall when you're coming down. So it'll be stuck to the edge of the wall as you clear like that. Yeah, behind the corner, whatever you want to, terminology you want to use. I don't like to use military terminology too much because it's a fucking video game. So it's not exactly the same. Basically, warm-up's going to be over, so it's going to be a pain in the ass. So I'll do pistol round. So you're gonna take this corner, you could cross her on the corner. Basically, like you said, you're behind the corner. And since you know that there's no one gonna be there, you're basically gonna stick to this corner.
Counter-terrorists win.
That's like your standard corner shit. If you know that there's no way someone can be in a corner, you can skip like completely pieing the entire corner. That's one thing that will kill you in CS. Like, I used to play at a really high sensitivity, and it's really not a good idea. I'm not saying it needs to be really low, but having it too high is a bad thing. What DPI is your mouse, do you know? On. You want the 0 acceleration. The DPI is whatever. Most pros use 400 or 800 DPI. But what's important to realize is that the higher your DPI goes, the lower you need to set your sensitivity. So like when I used to play at like 1800 DPI and like 3.2 sensitivity, which is pretty sensitive. Yeah, you just gotta throw a little left, pretty much. Generally, you don't want to be strafing when you throw. So, I guess that's pretty much it for, like, basic movement. You just want to make sure that your crosshair is always where you're expecting an enemy to be. Shit. Yeah, just open your console and type retry. And retry will bring you right back to the server.
I love it how I watch people, and now the corner of their eyes they don't see things, but I notice them. It's hilarious.
Alright, so you're back in. So, flashes... I guess I'll just go over Dust 2, because there's way too many maps to cover in like one section. I'm sorry, I've been talking and I forgot to push my button. Your basic flash is you can flash outside over here as you're pushing in. You can get to here and you can bounce off this wall. Like this. And you can push out, and that's your... When you're blind, it depends on how badly the flash got you. I don't know the exact time, to be honest with you. The feel of it from playing. It is pretty quick. There's a flash. This is kind of difficult. You can bounce off this, and it'll actually bounce over the wall and pop right over sight.
Terrorists win.
What do you mean? The easiest is a quick switch using Q. So if you're zoomed in once, and if you're zoomed in once, and someone comes and you miss, just tap, like, you know, whatever you don't want to, you can just tap Q twice and bring your weapon right back up. Yeah, you just double tap Q, where you can switch, like, your weapon. 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, doesn't matter. And these bots are loving B. Holding angles is kind of the same way as pounding a corner. I'm just gonna ignore the bomb. Like, if you think, if you're playing short, so you got someone who's playing long at like corner and pit, and you're playing short A, holding this, you're trying to kind of hold an angle where you're gonna have an advantage on them when they turn a corner. So you're gonna see them before they see you here. You can hold the angle. This crate right here, this short one. This one.
On that
Right
bridge,
there.
Terrorists win.
If they crouch, you'll still see their head for sure. They'll crouch here, you'll see their head. Some people pick it by being on top of the crate. Here, I'll go back up the short. You can get a fast boost too. If someone comes here and crouches in this corner, you can jump on their head and they can boost you up real quick so that you don't have to run all the way around if you're trying to get to the short real fast. Yeah, you can hold short from here. You'll see their head when they peek. Some people will peek, like, standing on top of the crate, they'll peek out. You can even, like, from here, you can kind of see down there when they're rushing up the stairs.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, there's two reasons. One is I've recently changed my mouse and my sensitivity, so I'm not 100% used to it yet. And the other reason is if you rush your shots too much, like you'll find a lot of players, especially like when you first start playing competitive, you'll be in with like a lot of really bad people, and they'll rush their shots, and instead of taking their time, like that extra split second to line up their shot, they'll miss their initial shots, and then they'll just be basically spraying at you, and they're so easy to kill. So like if you just take your time, the speed will come later. You just want to make sure that your crosshairs where you want it to be. And then start shooting, and then you know your group, like your initial couple groups are going to be nice and tight. So you guys know about weapon recoil and stuff like that, right, in CS? Oh, you mean all the stickers and shit? Oh, yeah, you just change it. You could probably do it, well, no, because the match has started, but you can do it at the beginning of matches if you want to change real quick before the match starts, or you can do it from the main menu. And this is just the M4A1S as opposed to the M4A4. Well, you still can take it off.
The 007 that left.
You never want to not... Where do you go? Okay. You never want to use,
The 007 dead quit.
You never want to use this without a silencer. It's, like, terrible. There's really no reason to.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, no, the standard one, the one that you start with, doesn't even have the ability to use a silencer. Well, you have every single weapon that's possible unlocked from the beginning. The only thing that the crates have is different skins. Like, this is a different skin. With stickers and stuff like that. But you understand weapon recoil patterns? Like, if I don't do anything to my weapon, the trigger jumps around. And do you know how to control that? Generally, you never want to really be trying to control, like, an entire spray, because it's really hard. Even pros will tell you, like, they don't control an entire spray. You really want to be doing, like, a few shots, and just put down and try and keep that going. So you basically see that, like, the first 4 to 5 shots are basically a straight line straight up. So you just want to... Yeah, that's good. And you just want to make sure that when you get your first 2 are pretty accurate. I don't even have to do anything. They're right on top of each other. There's a reset. Like, if you go too quick, it'll start to jump away. That was a good example. Yeah, your first shot's almost always 100% accurate. And then the second shot's usually a little off. Like these, I think this one was like a 2-shot. These are like 2-shot bursts. When you're close, they're pretty much right on top of each other, but like at range, you'll notice a little variation.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, that's the problem, is because your first 3 to 4 shots are going to be your most accurate, so if you waste them, it's kind of pointless. The other pistols have it too, it's not as bad. But you'll see like the first few shots around target, it starts to spraying. You see it start to jump up, like if you just click as fast as you can. Start to jump all over the place, which close up doesn't make too big a difference, but far away. Yay, Dustin. The AK, good, I'm glad I got an AK. The AK spray is even worse than the M4 by like a huge... I think I used 5. I use 4. I use 4. Crosshair style 4. CL on these work, crosshair style, I think is all one word. And then 4. Oh, did you get kicked? No, I do it from, I don't set any in the menu, I set them all through console commands. You can do it from the menu, but I don't know how to do it from the menu the way I like it. You know how to use like smokes effectively? So you basically never want to use a smoke unless you know that it's going to stop the enemy. So if you come along right at the beginning of the round and you throw something here, you have a huge advantage because you will see them before they see you. And so you always have an advantage if they try and rush through smoke. If you're a sniper, you probably don't want to be using smoke because if you miss that first shot, kind of screwed. And you want to be able to see them like the second they turn the corner. You don't really want to give them a chance to run out of those doors on you along. Flashes are great for obviously like blinding people and stopping them, but you never want to throw one. Like if someone was coming and I threw a flash and ran away, it's like unless you absolutely have to run away because you know there's like if there's 5 people there, you never really want to use a flash. You want to use a flash for, I'll show you the beginning of this round, for peeking. You want to throw a flash, and as it pops, like right before it pops, you want to be getting ready to turn that corner. That way... Right, well you can even, like here's a spot. If you got pushed back down long, and you were waiting here and you knew they were coming, you can actually bounce a flash off here. It'll pop, and then it usually pops like, see it popped right there? I'm backing out as, like, I'm like right here as it pops, and then I'm turning out. So since my back's to the flash, it doesn't hit me very hard. But anyone who's running down long, they don't really have time to react. So you could get like 3 or 4 people blind with that flash, and you can pick out. Yeah, if you're standing here, and you're running up here, and a flash were to land right in front of you, and you see it coming, just turn around real quick. And it'll pop, and you can turn right back around and shoot, and you'll barely be blind.
Bomb has been planted.
Wow. Fuck you, Nate.
Terrorists win.
I thought that was the last one. Yeah, some people just get lucky. Some people are hackers. There's a huge effect. I can demonstrate if you want. I mean, if I shoot like this, you see they're all pretty much tightly grouped together. You can't even see, like, that one bullet just hit, like, nowhere near my crosshair. Well, the scout is... You can use the scout while you're jumping. And it's pretty accurate if you just jump straight up. Like, not jump to the side. Yeah, the deal used to be like really insane in Source, and it sucks now. It's actually really not that great. First shot accuracy is pretty good, but after that, which is so fucking. It used to be amazing. I don't know why. What else should I go over?
Bomb has been planted.
Not really. Moving totally fucks your accuracy with any weapon except for
Bomb has
pistols.
been defused.
Your standard pistols, like your P2000, your USP, your Glock, your 5.7, your CZ, they all, you can pretty much do whatever and their accuracy is pretty much the same. It's not as good as standstill accuracy, but like if you watch when I'm moving right now, I mean they're all hitting. I'll just. They're all hitting right in where I'm aiming. It doesn't really do anything with pistols, but with any other weapon, movement will totally fuck it up. So your standard is you want to stop, you want to strafe stop, and shoot on the pauses.
Counter-terrorists win.
Kind of. I'll show you real quick in spawn. So, if this was a corner, and you were expecting someone to be around it, if you know they're pushing you, you can just wait for them to walk into your crosshair. If you want to surprise them, you can. You just always want to have your crosshair basically at head level, especially with pistols. What was I talking about? So strafing. With a pistol, you don't really have to worry about stopping when you shoot at all. But
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
you're asking where the crosshair should be for a headshot in like certain situations. Yeah, you just gotta get used to it. Straight on's not too hard to get used to. You get a feel for it pretty quickly. But like, if you, like say here, you know there's a ramp, so you're not quite sure when their head's gonna be.
Terrorists win.
Even I'm not 100% on that, because if they're further back, it's gonna be lower than if they're right up on the ramp. So you just kind of like put it near where you think it's gonna be. Certain spots you'll learn from just playing a certain map enough, like if you're up here, looking down mid, and you're trying to figure out where the head's gonna be, it's usually right around here. But if they cross higher up like that guy did, it's up there. So top of mid right here, like if they're gonna come out right at the bottom of doors, it's right around here is where their head's gonna be. So yeah, but if they're gonna cross up there, like they can cross by that Humvee, then their head's at an entirely different level. So you never really know where they're gonna come out. B-tons is like right around there is where head's level is gonna be if they turn from this corner. But if they come from up here, it's gonna be higher. So it's just one of those things where you gotta get used to it. Yeah, it says you timed out.
Terrorists win.
I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to keep this like interesting without being too boring, because I know it can be boring to just watch someone run around and fight bots. Yeah, like if you play a lot of 1.6, you understand basic concepts, so you're just gonna have to get used to the way it works in this game. Recoil patterns are different. The weapons behave different. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to get good at CounterStrike, you just gotta put the time in. Unless you're just that naturally talented, you know what I mean? Not too many people can just pick up CounterStrike and be like, oh yeah, I'm great.
Bomb has been planted.
Yo, like I said, you never want to run through the smoke. Like, a smoke should always be something you put up because you don't want people to run through it. Like, if you see a smoke, you should try and find a different way to either wait for it to go away or whatever, but...
Terrorists win.
I can also go over this. You can also pick mid. You know about picking mid double doors at on dust. You like jump across. And they changed the way the crosshair inside the scope behaves now, so if you're moving when the crosshair is all blurry, it's pretty terrible actually.
Terrorists win.
With my new sensitivity, I'm absolutely terrible with the scout. Or any sniper rifle. Yeah. Go for it. Actually, I'll spectate. I can also go over different weapons to buy when you're in different situations. But you can take control of bots by hitting E, like on their screen.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, those first shots you were still moving. Like if you're strafing right, you want to let go of right and tap left real quick.
Terrorists win.
And it'll stop you completely.
Move it, move it. Deploying flashbang.
Yeah, they're never going to be there that quick. As a general rule, you don't want to crouch peek corners.
Terrorists win.
Chronos connected.
Hit number 2 real quick. That way it goes back to dust 2. There you go. Yeah, as you can use crouch to help control weapon recoil. You can get lucky sometimes too. Like if you turn a corner and you see someone and you instantly crouch, sometimes they'll be aiming at your head and they'll miss like an entire 5 shots because you crouched and they weren't ready for it. But it's very dependent on what type of people you're playing against.
Go, go, go.
Like if you're playing against a bunch of like new players, they could do anything. They could turn the corner crouch, they could turn the corner standing up, they could
Deploying
just
flashbang.
fly around the corner, not giving a shit who's standing
Throwing a
there.
grenade. Counter-terrorists win. Let's get this done. Throwing flashbang. Flashbang. Fire in the hole. Counter-terrorists win. Let's go.
And if you're trying to get into it, you really should be trying to stick with the M4 and the AK as your main rifles to focus on,
Grenade out.
unless you're trying to be an
Flashbang.
offer.
Deploying flashbang.
But the M4, the AK, and the offer probably your biggest weapons you're gonna use.
Counter-terrorists win. Let's go, people. Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang. Throwing a grenade. Counter-terrorists win. Grab your gear and let's go.
One other thing is, if you're defending like CT side, you'd usually be playing the same position for like an entire game.
Fire in the hole.
You'll play like long A,
Deploying
you'll play
decoy.
short A, you'll play B. You want to make sure that even though you're at the same site every round, you're not in the exact same position in the site every round, because it sounds stupid, but people will figure out really quick, like, start pre-firing where you normally sit.
Bomb has been planted.
Pre-firing means turn the corner and shoot like the second they turn the corner. Whether or not they see you, they'll just shoot expecting you might be there.
Defusing the bomb.
You have to go out into the main menu. You can't do it from when the match is started.
Counter-terrorists win.
You go to your inventory and change from the M4A4 to the M4A1S. It's got less bullet. It's only got 3 magazines, and it's only got 20 bullets per mag, so you only get 60 rounds with the M4A1S. So the M4A4 is arguably better. The USP is a really gun. The USP is great, but you don't want to take the suppressor off of it if you're using it. It also has fewer rounds per magazine and fewer magazines. I think it only has 24 rounds. So you get 2 mags of 12 with it, and I think that's a... You might get 3 mags of 12, I'm not sure.
Bomb has been planted.
We'll use the bigger mouse pad. Like, I can turn quickly, but I have a big mouse pad that's like 2 feet by 2 feet. So you basically want to have it set up so that you can do a 180 by going from one side of your mouse pad to the other. So like if my mouse is in the middle and I turn to the right corner, I go exactly pretty much 180.
Let's go.
Yeah, I used to play like that. And then I put like 10 to 20 hours in a deathmatch and lower sensitivity, and it's just way better.
Flashbang. Point. Bomb has been planted. Defusing the bomb. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. We're wasting time. Let's go. Grenade. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang. Counter-terrorists win.
You have questions about anything
Let's
else?
go.
So you have any questions about anything else? I'm trying to think of like
Throwing smoke.
specific things, but a lot of them will be like once you start, if you start playing a lot, you'll start to have questions about like more advanced things. But I don't really know what I should be going
Grenade
over.
out.
at this point. I mean, turn it down a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? Turn it down by like, what's your sensitivity right now in game? The number. If you open your console and type sense,
Go,
the first thing that
go,
comes
go.
up should be sensitivity, and you'll get to see what the number value is. Yeah. So like today, go from 4.61 to like 4, and then tomorrow go from a 4 to like 3.5, and then. Right. Well, you know what I mean. Just like. Just turn it down a little at a time if it's too much to do it. My other thing would be get a bigger mouse pad if you're planning on using it. It's not that it's a big difference.
Counter-terrorists win.
Then you want to make sure you have no mouse acceleration turned on at all.
Move it, move it. Fire in the hole. Throwing flashbang. Flashbang. Counter-terrorists win. We're wasting time. Let's go. Grenade. Deploying flashbang. Counter-terrorists win. Let's get this done.
You gotta make sure when you're strafing, you tap the opposite direction. That way, you stop quicker. Because if you don't, it'll take you forever before you gotta stop.
Grenade out. Decoy. Deploying flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Smoke.
Where is this last guy? He should be coming to try and get the
Counter-terrorists win. Let's go. Grenade. Grenade Defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Let's go!
We did so good. All we have to do is win this round and we win the game. Yeah.
Planting.
Bomb has been planted.
That's alright. Also, you never want to buy a deagle pistol round. It's just retarded. They're never gonna have armor, so there's no need for a one-hit headshot weapon like a deagle.
Terrorists win.
Remember this day, my friends. Get ready! It is going to explode.
Let me go T side.
We shall rule the day. Throwing a flashback. Planting.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
We must move. Decoy is out. Flashback.
Terrorists win.
They shall regret this day. Grenade!
3-1 to B, so we'll just go right.
I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a grenade. Grenade! I am planting the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Grenade!
Terrorists win.
We are going through. Let us go. Grenade! I'm throwing smoke.
A's clear.
Flashbang. I am planting the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Grenade.
Terrorists win.
Move it, move it. Smoke.
Terrorists win.
Planting.
Bomb has been planted.
We will make them cry. I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing flashbang.
Terrorists win.
We will defeat the veterans. Smoke.
Terrorists win.
Come on, let's go.
On cross mid, they're probably coming along.
Throwing a flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. Decoy. I'm throwing a grenade. Planting.
Terrorists bomb has been planted.
Move, my brothers. Grenade.
I'm wetting the B-tones.
throwing a flashbang. I am planting the bomb.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Move it, move it.
Birds or legs joined. Birds or legs left.
Throwing a flashbang. Grenade. Grenade. I am planting the bomb. Smoke!
Bomb has been planted.
We have arrived. We fear no one. We shall overcome.
Terrorists win.
We will defeat the mercenaries. I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing smoke.
Terrorists win.
Let's go. I'm throwing a grenade. Flashback. I'm throwing smoke. Planting.
Bomb has been planted.
Flashbang.
Terrorists win.
Let's go. Let's go. Molotov. Throwing flashbang.
Terrorists win.
You're not gonna get any better playing with that weapon, I'll tell you right now.
Forward.
Terrorists win.
Let's go, let's go! Grenade! Throwing a flashback! Smoke! Blending.
Bomb has been planted.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Terrorists win.
Move it, move it. Fire in the hole.
Counter-terrorists win.
We defeated them.
I think I'm gonna take a break for a bit, Milky. But if you start playing around with it and stuff like that, and you get questions about stuff, just let me know. Yeah, no worries, man. I was hoping more people could show up so we could like set up scenarios and stuff like that, but it's no big deal.